fall. It is therefore essential that beekeepers monitor their levels of varroa and treat before damage occurs. A decline of pollinators can seriously impact the food supply. According to Brunette at the University of Wisconsin, Madison, and the website of Scientia Global in 2019, fruit production would be strongly affected as most fruits require insects or pollination. A loss of pollinators would not lead to the complete disappearance of plants on Earth. However, it would shift the composition of plant communities with serious implications for the animals that feed on them or use them for shelter. Humans depend on plants and plants depend on pollinators. Therefore, a balance must be maintained in order to sustain life on Earth and protect human survival and health. The last part of my video is about what solutions can be implemented by people locally and globally to help reduce the impact on decline in bee population and biodiversity. According to the Canadian Press, as described by Baskin in 2017, the federal government has planned to phase out the outdoor use of nicotine-based pesticides beginning in 2021, which is part of an effort to stem the mysterious decline of honeybee colonies around the world. The agency has already announced plans to phase out in the pesticide in all outdoor uses, meaning it can't be sprayed or used to pre-treat seeds before planting. In my opinion, similar bans should be carried out for other chemical-based pesticides, and where possible, more natural or organic pesticides should be used to help prevent the impacts of chemical pesticides on bee population and biodiversity. So how can we help our disappearing bees? We can plant things that bees like. Bee-friendly plants are easy to grow. We can scatter a variety through our yard, ensuring a good supply of pollen through the warm months. We can provide bee habitat. We can help wood nesting bees by setting out a few inexpensive bee blocks. Providing a mound or two of loose earth is like opening a rent-free apartment complex for burrowing bees. We can eliminate garden pesticides. We know that pesticides are bad for humans, but guess what? They're even worse for bees. We should investigate organic and natural means of pest control rather than chemical pesticides. We can let our veggies bolt. Seeding plants are a bee's best chance to stock up on food before the colder months. We can make sure their larder is stocked, which will help them snap back once the weather warms. We can also support our local beekeepers. Beekeeping as a hobby has declined in recent years, yet we still rely heavily on domesticated honeybees to pollinate our crops and gardens. We can seek out our local beekeepers and buy their honey. Lastly, we can always start a fundraiser online or do something we love to help our bees. It's an easy, fun way to make a serious impact. Thank you for your attention, and hopefully we can save the bees together to protect and conserve biodiversity.